What's something you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy? Being accused of hurting my own kid when I was trying to protect him. My 10-year-old son Jonah started acting weird about 2 months ago. He was wetting the bed again after being potty trained for years. He'd jump every time I dropped something or raised my voice even a little. Worst of all, when I came home from work, he'd run to me and grab my leg like he hadn't seen me in weeks. I figured it was our new babysitter, Sarah. She was this quiet college kid who answered my Craigslist ad. Nice enough girl, but something felt off. Maybe she was too young. Maybe she wasn't watching him close enough. Maybe she was one of those babysitters who just sat on their phone all day. The breaking point came when Jonah started refusing to eat dinner. He'd push his plate away and say he wasn't hungry, but then I'd catch him sneaking food from the pantry late at night like he was starving. That's when I decided to set up a hidden camera. I bought one of those phone chargers with a tiny camera inside and plugged it into the living room wall. I told Sarah and my mom it was just a backup charger in case anyone's phone died. My mom had moved in 3 months earlier after she broke her hip. She insisted she wanted to help with Jonah while she recovered. She was sweet as pie in front of everyone, made chocolate chip cookies every weekend, called Jonah her little angel, and spoiled him rotten with toys and candy. I left for work that Tuesday morning feeling like a detective about to crack a case. All day I kept checking my phone, waiting to catch Sarah being lazy or mean to my kid. When I got home that night, I waited until everyone was asleep before reviewing the footage. What I saw made my hands shake so bad I almost dropped the phone. It wasn't Sarah hurting my son. It was my own mother. The video showed my mom waiting until Sarah left for her college classes. Then she'd transform into someone I didn't recognize. She called Jonah stupid for spilling juice on his shirt. She made him eat cereal off the floor after he accidentally knocked over the bowl. When he cried, she threatened to tell me he was being a baby and that I'd send him away. But the worst part was what she said about his mom. Jonah's mother died in a car accident when he was 2, and my mom knew how much that still hurt him. On camera, she told him his mom died because she was trying to get away from him, that she couldn't stand being his mother anymore. I watched my little boy break down crying, and my mother just walked away like nothing happened. Then I saw Sarah's part in all this. When she came back from class, she'd find Jonah upset and quietly comfort him. She'd sneak him extra snacks and whisper that he was a good kid. In one clip, when my mom raised her cane at Jonah, Sarah stepped between them and said, "If you touch him, I swear I'll call the police." I'd been suspecting the wrong person this whole time. The next morning, I confronted my mother while Sarah was at school and Jonah was at a friend's house. I showed her the video on my phone, and her face went from shocked to angry in seconds. "That boy is a manipulative little liar," she hissed. "Just like his mother was. She turned you against your own family, and now he's doing the same thing." I told her to pack her bags and get out. She started crying, saying I was choosing strangers over my own blood, that Jonah needed discipline, not coddling, that Sarah was probably poisoning his mind against family. "He's 10 years old," I said, "and you made him eat food off the floor." She left that afternoon, but not before telling me I'd regret this, that I was raising a weak child who'd never respect me. After she was gone, I sat Sarah down and apologized. I told her I'd suspected her and felt horrible about it. She just smiled sadly and said she figured something was wrong because Jonah kept asking if she was going to leave too. That night, Jonah and I had the longest talk we'd ever had. He told me everything. How Grandma said his mom never loved him. How she made him promise not to tell me because then I'd know what a bad kid he was. How Sarah was the only one who was nice to him during the day. 2 weeks later, Jonah stopped wetting the bed. He started eating normally again.